It's 9 p.m. now. Oh, it's 9 p.m. now. So I'm just going to log in on the Facebook account to balance the whole thing. Then we'll talk about what we have to talk about today. Okay. Oh, this is. So wait for those on Facebook to join and also for those on YouTube to join us. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how many people we have online. Today is going to be an interesting topic because I see a lot of people are confused about this whole surrogacy thing. They don't really know what surrogacy is all about. Okay. I'm going to be explaining in details and also why I came up with this topic and also the benefits of surrogacy. We're going to be emphasizing on it. So we'll just give people like a minute more to join us. And if you are watching, kindly drop on the comment section where you are watching us from. Okay. Kindly drop on the comment section where you're watching us from. It's going to be an interesting topic today. Hello, everyone, and how are we doing? Like I earlier said, I'm going to be showing up as much as I can at night between the hours of 9 p.m. So it's more or less like my sleepy face you're going to be seeing after I finish getting ready for bed. So this is more or less like what I do before I sleep. So I'll just wait a bit for people to join us so they don't miss a lot from this night's topic. Hello, Stella Rose. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great. So who is joining us? Who is joining us for tonight? Who is joining us for tonight? I think I need to clean my camera. Do I have a clean cloth around? So I'm going to be outlining 10 reasons why people opt for surrogacy as a method of conception. Okay. So if you're watching, kindly let us know where you are watching us from. Oh, just gonna wipe the camera clean. Sorry, everyone. Nicholas, how are you doing? Trust you're doing great. I'm just trying to clean up my camera. Okay, I'm going to start with the amount of people we have live on today. So, like I earlier said, I'm already ready for bed. So, after the live, I'm going to be sleeping. And for those that are asking why I'm doing more of like night live, is because at the moment I'm unable to shoot videos and I'm unable to sit for long to do live videos as I normally used to do. So this is the only time I have, and I think it's better we utilize the time well. Hello, Eva, watching from Nigeria, Delta State to be precise. Wow, Eva, how are you doing? I got married from Delta State. So Stella Rose is watching us from Lagos. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great. If you are watching, kindly drop on the comment section. Definitely, I'm going to mention your name. So the while I noticed why this topic actually came to mind, because we noticed that if for those that are in Nigeria, one of our influencer on Facebook and social media just gave birth, and it was a big congratulations to her. Just gave birth through surrogacy. Nobody saw her with baby bump. Nobody saw her during this 9 months period with baby bump, but all of a sudden she came and said, okay, we are welcoming a baby, and it was a wonderful news. First of all, I want to say a big congratulations to her. That's one thing I want to say. You all know the person, Cora Obidi's sister. I just want to say a big congratulations to her. And I also want to thank her for actually coming out so people tend to understand what surrogacy is. I also want to thank her for coming up live to say this is what I did to get a child, not the other way around of not showing up and telling us, okay, she has a child, or some people have children through surrogacy and they keep it to themselves. They don't actually want the world to know how they got the baby. But she actually came up openly to come and let us know how she was able to have this her third child. And this is me saying a big congratulations to her. Oh, somebody said my sister wants a surrogate. Good evening, Ma. How are you doing today? Watching you from Accra, Ghana. It's nice to have you all here. So first of all, what is surrogacy? So I'm going to be breaking this thing down in a layman's language, because some people mistake surrogacy for in vitro fertilization, which is IVF. Yes, some people mistake surrogacy for in vitro fertilization. But for surrogacy to take place, IVF has to be involved. Okay, for surrogacy to happen, for surrogacy to take place, there must be IVF. But IVF and surrogacy are not the same thing. IVF, surrogacy, they are two different things entirely. But for surrogacy to take place, there needs to be IVF. So I think I have a little bit of marker here. Okay. Let me explain. We all know that I'm going to be using this marker. Let's say, okay, let me see if I can have pink. Pink, I'm coming. That's my daughter's markers. I'm coming. I want to use this marker to actually explain so that we understand better what IVF is all about and also what surrogacy is all about. That's where we're going to be starting from. Okay, so you understand the difference between IVF and surrogacy. So let's assume this is pink, which is a woman, and this is blue, which is a man, right? We all know that for a baby to be formed, the man has to meet with the woman, give the woman what he has, and the woman's what the man gives the woman tends to fertilize the woman's egg for the baby to be formed. That's for an egg. When the egg meets with the sperm, a baby is being formed. That's what we know, right? But in the case of an IVF, my sister was asked to pay $20,000. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, for the case of an IVF, what happens is that the man and the woman, they go for the consultations, they go for the initial testing, they do all the things necessary, like the background test, they do all the things necessary. What happens is that the man's sperm leaves the body, but this time around, the man's sperm is not going straight into the woman. So they take the man's sperm. This is the man now. So they take the man's sperm, keep it, then they take the woman's egg for IVF to take place. And that's what I want to explain. They take the man's sperm, then they take the woman's egg. Then they fertilize these two, that's the egg and the sperm of the woman, outside the body. You know, normally for the woman to get pregnant, the man has to sleep with the woman and the egg gets fertilized inside the woman's body. But in terms of in vitro fertilization, which is known as IVF, the whole fertilization has to take place outside the woman's body. So they take the egg and the sperm, they go and fertilize it outside in what do you call it now? In the lab. They do this whole thing in the lab. So they fertilize this thing in the lab. A zygote is formed, a fetus is formed. Let's just use a baby is formed so that people will understand what I mean. So when it is formed, they transfer that thing that is formed. After they take it, they do the fertilization in the lab. Then they leave it to grow to a certain stage, and they take it from the lab and put it into the woman, and they allow it to grow for the next 8-9 months. So that is what we mean by IVF. Okay, the man's sperm is taken, the woman's egg is taken. They do everything in the lab, not in the woman's body. So after the meeting of the man's egg and the woman's sperm, the man's sperm and the woman's egg in the lab, a zygote is formed, a baby is formed, then they put that thing that is formed inside the woman and it start growing inside the woman. But before they're able to do that, a lot of things must have gone wrong. They must not gone wrong. A lot of things must have been done. They must have given them some injections, some drugs, which is best known to them what they are giving. But I just want you to understand what IVF is. But in terms of surrogacy, what happened is that instead of what is formed to be placed inside the woman's body, that's the woman that brought the egg, it is now placed inside another woman's body. So that is what surrogacy is now. Is IVF, but after the whole thing, after the fertilization has taken place, it is not placed inside another woman's body. Then a baby is formed. then that fertilized egg grows in another woman's body for that 8 to 9 months. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So if you're understanding what I'm trying to say, kindly drop on the comment section. Sorry. If you understand what I am trying to explain, kindly drop on the comment section to let me know you understand what surrogacy is so that I can move to the next step. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, kindly drop on the comment section so I can move to the next step. Okay, Stella Rose says she understand. So that's what surrogacy is. And a lot of people were dropping on her comment section. They were like, oh, how would the mother feel after 9 months of carrying the baby? Like, how would you carry a baby for 9 months and give it to someone else? Like the bond, the 9 months. Before surrogacy, like an agreement is made. You sign an agreement. A lot of things are involved. They don't just wake up and just pick anybody and say, do surrogacy. So most people that are having challenges with surrogacy are those people that actually use their friends, they use their sisters, they use people that they know, they use people that are close to them. So when they use people that are close to them, they now like say, oh, I know, when you carry a child for 9 months and you keep seeing the child, definitely you want to bond with the child, definitely you feel this closeness with the child. So that is why generally our advice, if you want to do surrogacy, don't do surrogacy with somebody that you are close with. Don't even do it with your friends. No matter how close you are, don't do it with your siblings. No matter how close you are, no matter how far you trust them. I don't even advise you allow someone else to carry your child. I don't even advise someone close to you to carry your child. So in surrogacy now, so that bond doesn't exist, you sign a contract that you are not having anything to do with this child that you're carrying for 9 months. You are not going to have anything to do with the child. Okay? And before they even put the fertilized egg inside of you, they must have run some checks on you, some background check, medical check, physical check on you to make sure you are capable of carrying that child. So they don't just wake up one day and say, you can be a surrogate mother. Before you can, a lot of checks must have been undergone. A lot of checks must have been carried out. Okay. And if you notice from the video of that of the influencer that gave birth through surrogacy, if you notice, immediately the baby was born, they took the baby with the whole whitish stuff. So I'm trying to use a layman's language now, so I don't use baby grammar. You see, when immediately a baby is taken out of the womb, they took the baby from the woman. The woman will not even have. I'm not sure what I'm thinking because I was not there. The woman that carried that baby for 9 months will not even have any bonding with that child that is born. Immediately that child is born, they are giving it to there's the egg and the sperm donor. They are the parents. That's the agreement they sign. You have nothing to do with the child that you gave birth to. And in some cases, these people that gave birth to children, they don't even know they don't even know the parents. They don't even know whose child they are carrying. And some, they know whose child they are carrying, while others, they don't know whose child they are carrying. Okay, so immediately they gave birth to that baby, they told them, oh, the surrogate mother is contracting. That's to tell them you need to come to the hospital because immediately the baby is born, you will take your baby. The baby is not going to bond with that surrogate mother. They don't even allow it. Normally, when you give birth to a child, you hold your baby close, you warm, you like. But for a surrogate that you signed a contract, when the baby is born, I don't think you have the opportunity to actually hold that baby. You will not have the opportunity to hold that baby. You will immediately, the child is given to the parents, the breastfeeding, everything is done by the mother. So with that reduces that bond that people expect with surrogate mother. Okay, and it's a business thing. People are doing it for business, they're not doing it for attachment. Okay, I'm doing this for a business. At the end of this day, you can pay me this, and it's expensive. IVF, which is in vitro fertilization, is expensive. And getting someone to carry your child for 9 months is expensive. So for them to have been able to do that, they are rich. They are capable of doing it. So people don't just wake up and like, oh, I want to do surrogacy. They have the financial capacity to actually do surrogacy, to be involved in surrogacy. That was why they did it. Sorry. So if you get what I'm saying, kindly drop on the comment section. as we're discussing. And if you have any questions so far, kindly let me know. Okay, let me see if I have my lip balm here. I usually keep my lip balms close to my bedside. I think my daughter took it away today. Okay, I still have another one. So that is that. If you have any question, kindly let me know before we move to the next aspect of this surrogacy of a thing. So I've explained the difference between surrogacy and IVF. Stella Rose said she understands what I'm saying. Sorry, I had to. I'm seriously experiencing dried lip this period, so I try to keep it moisturized as much as I can. So that's what surrogacy is all about, and that's the difference between surrogacy and IVF. So for those that don't know, I've explained it, and also why the mother does not have an attachment. That's the surrogate mother does not have an attachment with the baby. I've been able to explain it. Okay, now let's talk about the reasons why people embark on surrogacy. So I want to see if anybody have an idea. So if you have an idea, can you drop on the comment section, be it YouTube, Facebook? You can drop on the comment section. I have some things jotted down here why people actually involve in surrogacy. So if you miss the introduction of the video, it's not my fault. If you miss the very beginning of the video, so it's not my fault. So you can, after the end of the video, you can actually watch it. After surrogacy, somebody asked on Facebook now, after surrogacy, who can we say is the mother of the child? After surrogacy, the mother of the child is the woman that brought the egg. So even if it's you that carried it for 9 months, after surrogacy, the mother of the child is the woman that donated the egg. Is the woman that brought the egg out and say, oh, I want a child. Help me to carry this child for 9 months. It's not a verbal contract. They have to sign. It's a legal contract. They have to sign. Lawyers are also involved. So for people that think, oh, they just wake up and like, oh, you carry my baby. No, it's a legal contract. It's a business deal. You have to sign. After delivering of this baby, I have no, yeah, they will also explain the risk associated with it. So they will not just say, oh, this is like, they will not just say, you are going to be doing surrogacy, this and this in 9 months time. They will tell you everything involved, the complications associated with pregnancy. They're going to explain everything to you. So it's like for surrogate mothers, I really am proud of surrogate mothers because it's not easy to actually like sign those things and like, okay, I know the risk associated with pregnancy. I'm ready to embark on this risk associated with pregnancy. Anything that happens is fine. I'm in for the money. Just give my money at the end of the day. Okay. So at the end of the day, the mother that brought the egg is the owner of the child. So we have another question from Facebook. But the woman who carried the child would have, no, the blood doesn't mix. The blood will not mix. So somebody's asking if the blood mix. No, the blood doesn't mix. The whole fertilization has taken place in the lab. The egg and the sperm has already been fertilized in the lab. So they take it and put it in the woman's womb. So the blood, it doesn't have any connection. So the blood is not going to mix. The genetic makeup of that child is not going to be affected. Okay, so it's not something you should be worried about. So the blood doesn't mix. The genetic makeup of the child of the baby is not going to be affected. But like I earlier said, before you embark on as a surrogate mother, especially for a legalized way, a lot of tests are being done to ensure that you are healthy, you meet all the requirements. So I hope I've been able to answer your questions, Saint Scout. So, okay, I've been able to answer all your questions, Saint Scout. So the next question is, I think the reason for this video is the importance of surrogacy, why people actually do surrogacy. So before I go into that, if you are watching and you've not double tapped the screen, especially on YouTube, I know about that, just double tap the screen on YouTube and I'm going to get some like. Just like it. You're not giving me money, but you can give me money if you want. But just double tap. It shows that you're appreciating what we're doing here. and you are following. That gives me an idea that you actually following up with what I'm doing. Just about tap the screen and it automatically likes the video. Okay. So now what I dropped here is that there are different reasons why people embark in surrogacy. And one of the most common reason for surrogacy is infertility issues. Infertility issues. So in terms of infertility, there are two types of infertility. We have the primary infertility and the secondary infertility. In terms of primary infertility, this person has not conceived before, has never had a child before. But for secondary, this person has had a child before, but for one or two reasons, this person is unable to give birth again. So there are different reasons for infertility. So if a woman is unable to conceive, for example, the womb was taken away, maybe during surgery, he had myomectomy, the womb was taken away, things like that, or the tubes, the fallopian tubes are no longer there. If the fallopian tubes are no longer there, there's no way the egg will be able to travel and get fertilized. That can actually result in infertility issues. PID, which is pelvic inflammatory disease, untreated pelvic inflammatory disease, can result in things like that. So it's not just the woman's side though. If the man is also having, if a man is also having a low sperm count, if a man is also having a low sperm count, that can actually make them have this option of doing surrogacy, to make people start thinking, oh, surrogacy might be an option. Because when you have low sperm count in the lab, they can help you select some sperms. They can help you analyze some sperm and make sure the right sperm meets with the right egg. You understand that? Let me use this word. They can help you manage your sperm, even if you have low sperm count. So men with low sperm count that have tried all they can to conceive and they are unable to conceive, IVF is also a take. And if the woman is in support and can't carry the child, then surrogacy is also there. Okay, so infertility issues is one of the major reasons why people embark in surrogacy. Infertility, especially from the woman's side. You know, the woman is the person that wants to carry this child for 9 months. So if this woman has issues giving birth, if this woman have issues with the some hormones, if the woman has had several miscarriages, you understand, even with IVF, this particular woman is having miscarriages, that can make them opt for surrogacy. You hear people saying, oh, the baby is not staying in the womb, the baby is not staying there. So that will not say, okay, what should we do? Surrogacy might be an option. So people don't just wake up one day and say, I want to do surrogacy. There is a reason why. There is a reason why they opt for surrogacy. For example, a woman wanted to give birth and it was a fitting, they have to remove her womb. She gave birth to the baby, but her womb was taken out. But at the end of the day, she wants more children. Surrogacy might be an option. Okay, so one of the major reasons for surrogacy is actually infertility. And also for people that likes larger, like you like huge family, you like a big family, but you're tired of giving birth continuously. For example, you give birth 4 times, 5 times, but you want more kids. But that stress of going through that 9 months, you don't want to do it. You might opt for surrogacy. So I've said one. If you don't understand, just let me know as I'm saying the point. Then the second reason why people opt for surrogacy, if you are single, there are some women that say, oh, I'm single now. Wait, I'm single. All I just need is I need a sperm donor. Once I get a sperm donor, I do IVF. Instead of me to carry the baby, let me give a surrogate mother. I'm single. So if a person is single, that could be a reason for surrogacy. Another reason is same-sex couple. For example, is it a gay now? I'll call them gay. Yeah, the gay. Same-sex couple, a man getting married to a man. If a man is married to a man, there is no way the man is able to, like, the man has a womb to be able to carry the baby. If a man gets married to a man, there's no way they have a womb to carry the baby. So what they can do is to like, okay, I'll be the sperm donor. Let's look for a woman, or let's get somebody to get eggs. Then we fertilize it and look for a surrogate mother. Okay, so same sex is also there. Then age. So age, if a woman is aging, like, when as a woman you are aging, I didn't bring water down here. So as a woman grows old, her chances of giving birth decreases. Her hormones start making mess of her, a lot of things go wrong. So age is also one of the reasons why people embark in surrogacy. And for some people that say adoption is not an option, like adoption is not an option, I don't want to adopt a baby, but I want to have children, surrogacy might be an option for them. Then past trauma. There are some people that after their last pregnancy, they saw shege. Let me tell you something, pregnancy is not a thing of joke. Like, pregnancy comes with a lot of challenges. Pregnancy comes with a lot of things. So people after their first pregnancy, they have this post-traumatic stress disorder, I must call it, or post-trauma from previous pregnancy. That might create in their mindset that, oh, pregnancy is dangerous. I can't even go through that pregnancy phase again. I don't want to go through pregnancy phase again. And that makes them to like, it's a no-go area. I'm not going to give birth myself, but I want kids. So what they opt for is surrogacy. And also for women that are unable to carry babies to term, there are some women that they want to give birth, they've tried. You hear people say, oh, I have 7 miscarriages, I have 8 miscarriages. So you hear people say, the baby does not stay. That can make them want to opt for surrogacy so that the baby is able to get to term. Sorry, I'm having chest bump. Then another reason for surrogacy is actually personal decision. Some people based on career, especially some models, for example, like, so for example, people have their brands, they're building, they're busy, but they want kids. They are very busy, but they actually want kids. And the option they have is to go for surrogacy. Okay. There are people that want kids like badly, but they are weighing that if I get pregnant, it's likely going to affect my career, it's likely going to affect my brand, it's going to affect whatever I'm doing. And they feel the next option is to what? Is to opt for surrogacy. So that's also another reason. Let me see. Post-trauma, we've talked about physical problem, hysterectomy, we've talked about that. We've talked about hysterectomy. Hysterectomy is like the removal of the womb. We've talked about that. So these are some reasons why some people opt for surrogacy. So people don't just sit down and just like, I want to go for surrogacy. There's always a reason why they want surrogacy. At the end of the day, what is there is that a child is being born and a child is going to be taken care of. Okay. In some country, it's legalized. I think most of the countries surrogacy is legalized. Just that it's not sponsored by public funds like the NHS. I don't think the NHS sponsors surrogacy or things like that. IVF, I think NHS also sponsor IVF. So in most countries, surrogacy is legalized. Women can embark on surrogacy, get their children, and live happily ever after. Okay, the crown of it all is to get kids and is to have a happy family. There's some people that love kids and they feel the best way to expand their family is to be done through surrogacy. So if you have the financial capacity to do so, and you have the financial capacity to do so, I would advise if you are looking for kids, you can also do that. Especially if with IVF the babies are not staying, you've spent a lot on IVF, people have done IVF several times, the baby are not staying, you can try surrogacy. That's going to give you a child of your own. It's going to give you a child of your own, like in terms of the blood group, like the genetic makeup is going to be your child. They will do a DNA test, it's going to be your child, okay? Multi-change, so it's not going to take the DNA of another woman. No. Okay, it's your child and it's your child. It's been fertilized outside your body before they take it to the surrogate mother. And to all the surrogate mother out there that are actually giving a lot of women hope, this is me saying thank you. You are doing well. You are doing a lot, because it's not easy to, like, the no amount of money is enough to appreciate all your effort. No amount of money is enough to appreciate all the stress you people pass through during pregnancy. You all deserve an award to all the surrogate mothers out there. And to everybody that keep backlashing surrogate mothers, I think you should stop it, but rather tell them thank you for helping people that are battling with children get it sorted out. Okay. So, hi, Mrs. Classic Mayor. Hi, Aminata Marina. Hello, ma. Hello, how you doing? So, I think I'm done with the discussion. I have been able to discuss it for 30 minutes. I've been talking for 30 minutes. My bad. I didn't bring water here, and I think I need water. Okay. So now, if there's any question, kindly drop on the comment sections. I'm going to be taking questions now. So it's going to more or less like general questions, not necessarily just surrogacy alone. So if you have any questions in regards to surrogacies, IVF, infertility, just drop on the comment section and I'll be willing to take the questions. We're done with the discussion. If you missed the live video, it's going to save up and I'm going to upload it after the live section. All right. So now it's question and answer section. If you have any question, kindly drop on the comment section and I will be willing to answer. Once again, congratulations to the Obidis family. It's a great one. I'm super excited for them. It's not easy. It takes boldness to come out and say, this is what I did. It takes courage. So it's not like pretense. Okay? Good. So we had a little intruder in the room. But it's fine. So if there is any question, kindly drop on the comment section. So I'll be here in the next 28 minutes to take as much questions as I can. So hello Amina, hello Mrs. Mayor. If you're watching, kindly double click on the screen and like the video. Okay, I think yesterday we were more live, we were more online. We had a lot of people online. So I believe today we reduced a little bit, but it's fine. So if you have any question, kindly drop on the comment sections. I will be willing to take all the questions now. You're going to be seeing more of my faces like this at night, because I think this is the time I usually have enough capacity to do more. Because I think this is the time. So if you are watching and you've not double clicked on the screen, kindly do so. I am willing to take as much questions as I can. All right. And for those that have been dropping questions on my YouTube videos, I have been unable to take it because I have not been able to settle down to start answering that questions. I've not been able to take my phones and do all those things. So what I can do right now is to come online at 1 hour a day, maybe in the evening. I think I can have the strength to do that. To do it for the now I have before I go to bed. So I think that this is the last thing I normally do before I go to bed. So just do 1 hour live, then go to bed. And my eye coordination might be kind of shaking because I'm not just doing the live on one social media. I'm doing it on my two phones. One is on Facebook and also one is on YouTube. All right. So questions, and we'll be willing to answer as much as questions are coming in. So for those that were asking questions yesterday, said I was going to come live today, so I'm not seeing them today. This is question and answer section. We're done. Question and answer section. Question and answer section. So ask the questions. I'm waiting for more questions. Hello, Nafis. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great and trust you're having a wonderful night. Nafis, that's Nafis, right? Nafis, yeah. Okay. Somebody is asking me a question on YouTube. Please, ma, I need your help. I'm pregnant. I'm currently battling with boils all over my body. What can I do to stop the boils? Is the boy chicken pox? Because I've seen a woman on getting pregnant and she's battling with chicken pox. So what I would advise you to do is to speak with your doctor. Since it's all over your body, it's not like it's one particular spot. Go to your doctor, let them know you have boils all over your body, and find out if it's chicken pox. Some of all these boys might be chicken pox. There's a popular content creator. What's her name? She had chicken pox during her pregnancy phase, and it got treated. She has to like stay away so she doesn't avoid contact with people, so she doesn't spread it. So you have to find out if it's chicken pox or it's just your normal boils all over your body. So, and if you've seen your doctor, what did the doctor say about it? First and foremost, you have to see the doctor to assess it, because I'm not there with you, so I don't really know the boys, what his makeup or how it look like, and what's likely going to cause that all over your body in pregnancy. Okay, and also how many months are you? How many months gone are you? Yusuf, good evening. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great, and trust you're having a wonderful night. We just finished our topic on surrogacy. For those that make, please, I'm having breast milk and I am not pregnant. So that's useful. He said he's having, is it a girl or a boy? Whoever. Okay, I'm having breast milk, but I'm not pregnant. That signifies that this question is coming from a lady. So what I would advise is for you to run a hormonal profile, do a hormonal checkup to find out your hormones, to know if you're having, because some women that are having an increase, that's some women that produce a lot of breast milk despite not being pregnant, could be as a result of high prolactin level. That's a hormonal imbalance, and high prolactin level can affect your estrogen level, and when your estrogen level is affected, ovulation is also affected. So what I would advise you to do is to go to the doctor, speak to the doctor, and also get some hormonal profile. Let them check your hormones to know if you're having some hormonal imbalance or not. So that's going to go a long way to help Yusuf. I hope your questions have been answered, Yusuf. I hope you got value. I hope your question have been answered. Just let me know if your question has been answered on the comment section and if you were there. So more questions. I'm ready to take more questions before my time elapses. Oh, so I've been really, really down for a very long time now. So I'm trying to recover. So most times I'm just on bed and having this opportunity to speak to a large people. It's okay. Yusuf said her question has been answered. That's good. So it could be high prolactin level that just needs to be sorted out. So when you speak with your doctor, they do a hormonal profile test. They're able to know. So I think I'm having more questions from YouTube. Doran said, "Good evening. October 23rd, I saw my menstruation, and November 10 it came out again, but I don't know why." Okay. Doran, you saw it October 23rd. How long did it last? How long did the October 23rd menses last? How long did it last? And what is your normal cycle? Do you have an idea of what your normal cycle is? Do you have a short cycle or you have a long cycle? So what is your normal cycle? That's the first question I will also ask you. And also, how long did that first menses last? Is it spotting or it was real blood? So that's a question I will also want to find out for me to be able to answer that question, Doreen. So for those on Facebook, the questions you are not seeing are probably from YouTube. So I'm taking questions from both Facebook and YouTube. But I think most of the questions are coming from YouTube. So that's why I'm answering them on YouTube. Okay. And if you're on YouTube and you're not seeing the questions, could be from Facebook. So while I'm waiting for Dorian to answer that question, another question came in and said, "Good evening, ma. I am not sure I have been ovulating. It's because of my infection because I have PID." Okay, first and foremost, Ijoma, I'm going to answer your question. First of all, you said I am not sure I have been ovulating. So the first question I will ask you is that have you been seeing your period every month? Do you see your menses every month? Do you see your menses every month? And also, if you have an infection, have you treated it? Have you seen the doctor? Have you started your medications? And are you completing the dose of treatment? Okay. Probably when you complete the dose of treatment, everything is going to return back to it. There are signs of ovulation you should take note of. But one of the ways that to confirm that, okay, you are not seeing your ovulation could be no menses. Well, first of all, are you seeing your menses? Ijoma. Okay, if you are seeing your menses, that's good. And also, if you are treating the infection, that's good. So, what I would advise you to do is to give your body time to recover since you are treating the infection. Finish your course of antibiotics since it's a pelvic inflammatory disease. So, the doctors might prescribe some antibiotics for you to help treat the infection. So, try as much as possible to get that infection treated. Finish your course of antibiotics, then also see your body at it as it goes. So, that's what I have to say, Ijoma. So we have Miss Classic Mayor. Okay, thanks, ma. You're welcome. I believe your question has been answered. So if you are watching, just double click on the screen. That's not going to take a lot. It's going to help you like the video. So all you need to do is to double click on the screen. If I've answered your questions too, double click on the screen and just like the video. And it's going to be more appreciated. You can give us some stars. We will really appreciate it if you are getting values from our YouTube and also our Facebook page. So I'm still waiting for more questions. Like I earlier said, I have some time to spend here. Okay, Ijoma said her question has been answered. Thank you very much, Ma. You're welcome. So we're having another question coming. Ruth Moses said, "Evelyn, ma, please, ma, can infection stop ovulation? Infection can affect your cycle in general. Even treating an infection can affect your cycle. There are some medications that you take that can make your menses be delayed, that can make your menses delayed, that can make your menses not to come on time. And okay, as simple as treating malaria. Some ladies, when they are treating malaria, their ovulation, their med shifts. You get so as simple as treating malaria can actually alter your menstrual cycle. Okay, so that can actually alter it doesn't mean it's going to stop it. It's going to stop you totally from ovulating. No, but it can actually alter your menstrual cycle. You're going to ovulate, but it's going to delay it. So that's Ruth Moses. Yusuf said, "Yes, I have done the test. I'm having high prolactin. What can I use?" So first of all, what did the doctor prescribe for you? That's what when you said that breast milk, I knew it was high prolactin level. So that was why I told you to go for that. That's why I said you should go for the hormonal test because that's breast milk most times is all most ladies experience it when their prolactin level is high. I'm waiting for more questions. So what I think your doctor must have prescribed some medications for you. I am not licensed to do prescriptions, not talk of doing it online. Okay. So what I can only give health education about what I know online, but there are limits to what I can do. There are limits to what I can do. Okay, I think there are some ways I would like to share with you in terms of ways to reduce, like aside medications that are being prescribed. There are some things that you can do in as an individual to help you um to help you reduce your prolactin level. First of all, if you know you are taking alcohol, do you take alcohol? That's the first question I want to ask you. Do you take alcohol? Okay, let me see. Do you take alcohol? So if you take alcohol, personally, I would advise you to stop taking alcohol. That might help. Then also vitamin E and vitamin B6 supplements. That can also help. Avoid stress. Avoid stress. That can also help with your prolactin levels. Avoid wearing uncomfortable clothes. Then also avoid gluten food. Gluten food, I think that's what you should do while you get your medications from your doctors. So that can help with your prolactin level. So somebody said, battling with the boy for over 5 months. My doctor has given me antibiotics and I was given some injections, which I don't remember again. Still yet, the boy keeps coming out. I don't know how the boy look like, but I just hope it's not chicken pox because I've seen someone that had chicken pox in pregnancy. See, and also that's what I always say, like women differently. Different women have different symptoms they show when it comes to pregnancy. Like some women lost their voices, some women lose a lot when it comes to pregnancy. It's only few percentage of women I've seen that gets pregnant and it doesn't really affect them. Okay, it doesn't really affect them totally. There's always one or two effects of pregnancy in your body. Some they go immediately, and immediately after you give birth, you are back to normal. But one thing I would advise is that since your doctor is there treating you, so I have nothing to say in regards to those boys in pregnancy. So I can't really give useful advice because I don't know how they look like. I don't know what it really is. Yusuf, just go for a test. Yusuf, go for a test. So that's going to go a long way to help. Yusuf, go for a test to find out your hormonal profile. So okay, I think Moses said, I have treated my infection, but still not seen my ovulation. I have been praying for the fruit of the womb. Okay, why do you feel you're not seeing your ovulation? Are you seeing your menses? So I want to take Moses' question first. Moses, if you are watching, first of all, I want to ask you this question. Are you seeing your menses? Like, are you seeing your menses every month? Um, Moses, are you seeing your menses every month? That's the first question I want to ask you. And also, it's not just discharges, that's slippery discharges that are signs of ovulation. If you've not watched our videos on the various, I think I listed 10 signs of ovulation on our video. You can actually watch that, and that's going to give you like some signs of ovulation to actually look out for. So let me know if you are seeing your menses, and also how many days cycle do you have? And also, have you done any tests? I will appreciate if that questions have been answered on the comment section. That will give. Okay, you are seeing your menses. How many days cycle do you have? So if you are seeing your menses, there's a higher chance that you are ovulating. If you are seeing your menses regularly, you have a regular cycle, there's actually a higher chance that you're ovulating. Oh. Hide Doran. Oh, I don't want to mix these questions. I wanted to finish. Okay, let's finish answering Ruth Moses' questions first. Then Ihide Doran, I will take your questions, then analyze it. But I have 28 seconds. The colors were very dark. Ruth Moses, are you still online? I just want to finish one question because I don't want to combine too many questions at the same time, so it doesn't like look clumsy. I don't want to combine too many questions at the same time, so it doesn't look clumsy, like jumping, because some questions require a lot of questions to be answered before I'm able to give definite answers to it. Okay, I cannot just give answers to it without actually knowing some other things involved. So it's very important for us to create a balance in both. So, like I earlier said, my coordinations is on both, on my two phones, Facebook and on YouTube. So if I'm not looking at you but I'm talking, just know So if you are watching, kindly let me know where you're watching from. Kindly drop on the comment section, and also double tap the screen to like. Double tap the screen to like. It's very good. Ah. Okay, Rosemary said, I started my menstruation on November 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I don't know my menstrual cycle. So that's why I always advise ladies, it's important for you to know your menstrual cycle. You saw it November. When did you see it October? So what I will have to say now to get your questions answered is that we need to know your cycle first. So whether you've treated infection or not, as far as you are seeing your menses every month, if you are seeing your menses every month, it's regular. That's a sign that you're ovulating. Trust me. So all you need to do if you are trying to conceive is to know the day you are ovulating. And when you know the day you are ovulating, so make sure your partner is around and do what you need to do to get pregnant. And if you've been doing it like during that ovulation period and it's not working out, the next thing is to tell your partner to get his semen analyzed, which is like generally called sperm count. So his semen needs to be analyzed to find out if he has low sperm count, if he has adequate sperm count. It's very important to get the two parties checked. So what I would advise, know your cycle. You can watch our videos on how to calculate your ovulation cycle. Know your cycle. Do what you need to do. Like see your partner on your ovulation date. And if it's not working out, you've done that already. Why don't you talk to your partner carefully? Like, some men get annoying, angry when you bring such situations to talk to them. Let your partner also do some semen analysis. And when they find out, they will not know if the fault is from the man or the woman. And also, how long have you been trying to conceive? Is it for just 2 months, 3 months? How old are you? There are a lot of questions that need to be answered to actually get you sorted out. But if you need further guidance, you can book for consultations to get these questions sorted out. Okay. So that's what I have to say, because we have to ask you a lot of questions to be able to sort it out. We have to know your cycle, which you don't know. If you know your cycle, it would be much easier for us to calculate it. So we have to know your cycle. We have to let your husband do some semen analysis. When you know your cycle, it's easier for you to actually try and conceive. So that would be easy. So I still continue with my questions on YouTube. So we have Doreen. Are you still there? Doreen. Ihide Doreen. I would like to take your questions now. I think Ruth Moses, if you want to actually for us to have a further discussion, you can actually send a message on our IG, book an appointment, and I will let you know when I'm free. Though I am not fully available, but in things like this, I can create time to help you out. So I am waiting. Dorian, just let me know if you're online so we can take your questions. Then if there's any more questions both on YouTube and on Facebook, just let me know. I'll be leaving. Okay, Moses said, okay, Ma, thank you so much. I appreciate. God bless you. You're welcome. I'm glad I've been able to answer all your questions. That's why I'm here, because I decided to do this because my comment section is filled with, my videos are filled with a lot of comments, a lot of questions, and practically I can't take all those questions at the moment. I can't take all those questions. So what I can do now is to come live. So if you know anyone that I've dropped questions on my comment section, this is an opportunity for you to ask me. Okay? Please, are you in Lagos? No, I am not in Lagos. I am not in Nigeria. Yeah, I'm not in Lagos. I'm not in Nigeria. I'm in the UK. So if you have to book an appointment, you have to do it online. Everything is online. I do online. So I don't do physical things. So everything is online. So that's how many questions we're able to get tonight. Okay, I think I still have 6 more minutes. So after the 6 minutes, I'll be going off. She said the boys don't look like chicken pox at all, ma. Could it be an infection or what? Have you finished your course of antibiotics? So I would like to know if you finished your course of antibiotics or not. So that's going to go a long way to help us. Have you finished your course of antibiotics or you are still taking antibiotics? If not, finish your course of antibiotics. Outcome. Finish your course of antibiotics. Let's see the outcome. So if you've watching us, be it on Facebook or on YouTube, and you've not double click the screen, and I've answered all your questions already, double click the screen and just like the button. Just like our videos. This encourages us to do more. And for those that are capable of giving us stars, we really appreciate it if you give us some stars to support Nurses Lecture. Okay? Thank you. You want to chat me privately? Send me a message on IG, then I'll tell you how to go about it. Just send me a message on Instagram, and then I'll tell you how to go about it. He said, yes, I have finished it. I have at my nose now. Wow. Let me check something. I'm coming. Let's see if I can help out with that. I believe most times after pregnancy, all these things are going to go away. So you have like 4 months to go with your pregnancy journey. Hello to those that are watching us on Facebook: Balogun, Chika, Joy, Chidima. Thank you for joining us on Facebook. But just like I think it could be your hormones that are dangling with you. Pregnancy comes with a lot of things for different women. So we can't really say what's causing it. Since your doctor has given you some certain antibiotics and it's not working, I think it's just your hormone doing something and everything is going to be fine after the baby comes out. Is the boy painful and is it not comfortable? I'm not pregnant, but my breast is adding weight. I don't feel pain inside. I'm not pregnant, but my breast is adding weight. Is it adding weight? What could be the cause? Hey, there's no pain. There is no sign of cancer. It could be growth. It could be just growth that's taking place. Okay. It might just be growth that's taking place during. It says you're not pregnant, but your breast keep increasing in size. It could be just growth that is taking place in your body. That's why you're experiencing changes in your breast tissues. But if you are worried, please see the doctor for proper examination. 24 weeks, so you have like 16 more weeks to go. Ooh la la. I'm still thinking. I don't really have a solution for that in terms of that boils. I don't really have a solution for that. What I think could be hormonal with your pregnancy hormones that are just doing those wonders in your body, causing those changes in your body. But I don't really know the treatment plan for it. So I can't really advise in regards to that. And you said your doctors have given you antibiotics, but yet what I can advise you now is to go back to the doctor and let them know that you are done with your antibiotics, but this is still there. What do they advise? Okay, so I think that's the best advice I can give in this situation now. Go back to that same doctor. Let the doctor know that you let the doctor know that you are done with the treatment course and everything. what do they advise? So from there, you're able to know the next point of actions to actually take. So I think I'm glad I'm able to do this tonight. So I'm just going to see if there are some people that came late and they have any other questions they want to ask. Because trust me, I'll be going off soon. It's 1 hour already. Yesterday, I think we have a lot of people more on yesterday. Yesterday, we have up to like more than 100 people watching. But today, our live went down. So it varies. Some days are like that, some days are high, some days are low. So, but at least today we've been able to take a lot of questions, which is actually fine and which is perfect. So I will be going off now since there are no more questions for tonight. Probably tomorrow we'll do more. Fingers crossed. Okay. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be coming live again by this time. Hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed. Our fingers are crossed. I almost missed today live, but because I already said I was going to come, I had to like come live. I was like, I'm not going to do the live again. I'm not going to do the live again. But since I already made a promise I was going to come today, so I had to like show up. Okay. So all right, I'm gonna see you all tomorrow. For those that are having more questions, okay. Bye and see you in my next live video. So if you missed the beginning where we're talking about surrogacy, IVF, when I finish doing the video, I'm going to upload this so you're going to have access to the video and get a better understanding of what surrogacy and IVF is, the difference between surrogacy and IVF, and also the reasons why people embark on surrogacy. So you're going to be getting that video. Bye and see you in my next live. So which one am I going to end first? Am I going to end the YouTube or the Facebook first? I think I started YouTube first, so I'm going to end the YouTube first.